No, it's unrehearsed. Unrehearsed.
Pause. What'd you
Off
just
the
make?
whole internet access.
We're tuned in live, unrehearsed, non-scripted conversations at midnight.
Unrehearsed for sure.
For sure, for sure.
We're in the DM. Yeah, starting this new podcast, episode 2. We're gonna break it down like this. We're gonna break it down with our news first. What's going on in Drastic Measures? What's going on with Xian Bell? What's going on with the latest album? Anything that we have going on. Then we'll move on to just entertainment. What's going on in entertainment, the music industry, anything like that. And then we'll take questions from the fans, and that's how we're gonna play it down.
Yes, Sirski.
So yeah, album is out now. How long has it been so far? Almost a month.
It hasn't been a month yet.
Almost a month.
No, it's been a month. It's dropped on the 9th.
It's been a month. It's been a little over a month. So,
and people that's paying attention, they see that you just crossed over 2 million streams. You got what, 2.3 now, 2.4?
Yeah, we had 2.2.
That's on Apple alone, right?
Yeah, it's 2.2 on Apple alone. We just surpassed 2 million, and it's like averaging like around 100K streams a week. So to see that shit, man,
big numbers.
right? To see them type of numbers, man, and to see every time somebody talk about the album, they talk about the whole album, like begin a bunch of tweets about like how the shit got no skips and it's a cohesive body of work. So, you know, the way I felt about the album before it dropped was like, man, if this shit don't do it, then what the fuck will? so it's like,
just don't do it, I quit.
Oh God, like
no. Listen, I honestly, me and him had a conversation. I was like, you know, had this anxiety, so I was just like anxious, and I was like, Key, what if we did this or that? He's like, Jay, we just gonna drop this shit. And he said, if they don't like it, then it wasn't a success. And I'm looking at the phone like this guy, like, oh,
I had my feel, bro. Like niggas was talking about drop it first week of I was like, man, drop the shit, bro.
So how do you feel now?
Wait, hold on. Before, because I had a separate conversation with Tubbz.
Actually, I had a conversation with you.
Yeah.
And
You guys, I could tell you guys talked first because
my thing
I could tell
was,
what you were saying. It felt a little like what I know Jay's thoughts to be.
Yeah, I mean, because
so
I was
copying
so used
what
to,
I was saying.
I was just so used. What?
Copyright infringement, man. I say something to you, you repeat it back. But anyways, go ahead.
What was you saying?
Go ahead.
Nah, basically, like you know, the first album we had the whole rollout thing.
Can you turn that down? God damn! Like at least turn the volume low. Hearing myself repeat myself and trying to talk.
No. But I mean, honestly, like the first album, you know, we had like a little rollout, nice rollout. So it was like I'm waiting, like, damn, this nigga's gonna say something in the group. We gonna promo woo. This nigga like, oh, we just gonna drop it. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? Like, same thing with TG, and I'm like, fuck it. I just me personally, I just wanted it to do. I didn't want your expectation to be a certain thing and it let you down.
I didn't give a fuck. I had got to the point, bro, because again, we're all meticulous. Me and T are perfectionists and we love to create. And I feel like, bro, it got to a point where we was just looking for reasons to kind of just not drop shit. And we was just overthinking shit. And bro, we was saying a lot of shit that at the end of the day just don't fucking matter. You mean all you gotta do is
being
shit.
too picky,
bro. Just share the work. Like, granted, we felt like when you were in my dream, like we had a good rollout, but nigga, did we? like we dropped because the album dropped in February. We dropped 2 a.m. in October. And Dollar and the Promise been out. I dropped Dollar and the Promise like a year before that. What the fuck happened was Lauren London posted that shit. The day of our release party, you know what I'm saying, and that was just really like divine timing and God throwing us a lot. So Lauren London posted that, and I go from 0 followers to like
God did
to like 3,000 followers in a day, which
family members
exactly which 3,000 ain't a lot, but to go from 0 to 3 in a day is a lot. And then our release party was the same night, so everybody in LA like shit. Lauren London is supposed to nigga shit. Let me come out, so it looked crazy, but we didn't have nothing planned, bro. We just dropped the shit.
Yeah, Thankful dropped. I mean, we hooked up with Starks. We met Starks at the time, so
Yeah.
you guys were linking and shooting.
It was just timing, bro. Like Joe
Yeah.
Budden podcast played the shit. It was just once we started doing shit, more shit started happening.
Shout out to Starks, man.
It starts to go.
Right.
Genius.
Starts to go. But yeah, like I felt like we was planning too much, bro. And it's like you gotta drop the music. And as we can see now, like once you drop, just more shit keep happening, bro. More shit keep happening.
And I go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I just like the fact that you was willing to like jump off the cliff, and it's like that saying that they say, you know, entrepreneurs, they jump off a cliff and then they build their wings on the way down, or they build like whatever they're going to land on the way down. It's like that's the type of shit that you was on, and I'm like, it's like stealing other people's music and shit like that. Like, you can take a song, like a song is nothing, but you like when you release something, you can always recreate something or recreate something new. And that's what I like about you, because it's like a snake, you know, you scale off the skin and you got like brand new skin that coming out. Like it's no homo, man.
Bro.
No, for real. Like, you know how you become a brand new person after that. So it's like I felt like after you dropped the album, I felt like it was just like weight off of your shoulders, and now it's like, okay, what we getting into now? Like,
yeah, I could introduce the new sound that we've created to people. You feel me?
Yeah.
And bro, as a creative artist, that regardless of, and our following is booming and it keep going up, but if you haven't been discovered, everything that you fucking drop is new.
Yeah.
So even if you got some shit that's out, you can create around it while it's out. And that's why I was adamant about it dropping this year, because although shit, we didn't have videos playing, we had none of that shit playing. I'm like, bro, drop the shit, we can shoot to it and then just continue to promote it all day. If a video don't hit, shoot a different version of
Now
it.
that I look
Create
at it-
content around it, like whatever fans are saying, share it, like, and then we could promote while it's out.
Tubbs
feel
was
me?
stressed out that day.
Nah,
because
it's like,
I remember
man,
walking up the
because
stairs and he was
nah,
pressing.
I was stressed out because for the simple fact I know how hard this team really works, dog. Like Jay always say, we a fucking machine. We all move at once. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We all just
It's like 300, man. I mean, we're like this, and we're going in the same direction. It's kind of hard for any amount
But
of
nigga,
people
we
to stop what's
perfectionists and
going
we
on.
work hard, but bro, the shit shows with the cohesiveness of the album, with the fucking live instruments, with like the improvement in the writing between project, the improvement of the vocals, the high quality of the video. Like, we work hard and we hold ourselves to a certain standard, but sometimes it gets to a point, bro, where nigga, the shit that we've already done, and it's not to sound cocky, but whatever, fuck it if I sound cocky, shit, the shit booming. So I'm not to say, I'm saying, like, well, let me finish. The shit that we've done is a little better than the shit that's already out. You feel me? So
what I can say is this: I like the way that you dropped it with confidence, though.
Yeah, nigga, that shit.
Saying? Like a lot of confidence, and the numbers are showing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? As many talks as we didn't had in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Nights in the studio. Just to drop it on the humbug, a lot of people can't do that.
That's because the Key Hive is just as live as the Beehive.
Oh god! But bro, all that shit, bro, is out our hands. Like we talked about the first rollout for the first album being God's timing. Like, this shit, niggas are saying Q4, nobody dropping. Why would you drop it? It's right around Christmas. We end up dropping on the same day as the best female R&B artist and the same day as the best male R&B artist. And niggas was saying our shit was better. Like, you feel me? So I feel like even that shit happened for a reason. Like, we on fucking
right next to it.
Yeah, we on Apple Music in between SZA and Lucky Day, and respectively in male and female era. Those are the two best in R&B, and we held our own. You feel me? With them shit, I say it's better, but fuck it.
One more shout out to
SZA texted you too and said it was
yeah. We like this. Me, SZA, T-Pain, we all gang.
I want to give one more shout out to the Wizard and Pure too, because sometimes y'all be making me mad, because I'll be like, man, I'll be like, let me know when y'all get back in on the studio, and then I'll see something pop up on my phone and the calendar. And I'm like, damn, what you doing? And I'll be trying to text him and stuff, but he's working on it. He's like really like diligent with it. Pure's in there, like, oh man, we just doing this and that, and then it come out with a fucking banger ass song, and I'm like, damn, I wanted to be there. Like, I like to share those energetic moments, or at least contribute the energy. If I ain't saying a word on it, like I just like to like be there. But like I've never met a group of individuals that made me motivated to a point where I'm like kind of upset that I wasn't there, like just like, at that moment to witness it. But shout out to them for sure.
Let me ask you something, Key.
Yeah.
So all the back and forth that you and this nigga did right here in the studio,
that's no doubt.
it's working.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's you need those, like,
he gonna say I'm right.
when you
no, you was right. You was right.
When you right, I'll tell you. And I will though. I'll straight tell you. Like, I'll tell you was right about the cool on you shit. Like, we should have been dropped that. But you need those contrasting opinions, and not only that, you need niggas that's not just gonna be like, yeah, that's it. You feel me? So you need a nigga, even if you don't agree with him, you need a nigga to tell you, nah, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And I feel like many, on top of his many contributions, like the main contribution that he did add was so clutch as far as switching around the track movement. You feel me?
Yeah.
And putting Control earlier and Work on Me where it's at, because I feel like that really made the album like flawless from
y'all
top
niggas
to
really
bottom.
play the chess match in the studio.
We was going at it.
No, I think no. That's why the compliment about being so diligent with stuff. I think that especially when they're in their zone, like they be so deep into it that they is for a minute they got to step back and listen as if they're on the other side.
You gotta listen as a
the
listener,
audience,
not a creator.
Like, and I could sit back and I could be out here like, yeah. If somebody's fixing if Tommy's fixing the production and I'm on stage, I'm like, yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm on another side giving them the perspective. So
it needed that outside perspective for sure.
But
yeah, they put in Control right there. Just it set everything. It set it up.
And we had like hella of the R&B shit like early, so it before you made the track changes, it sounded kind of like two different albums a little bit. Like, it sounded like R&B album, then a mix of like rap.
Else.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guy at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles who didn't really want to let us finish our video.
What are you talking about?
No, remember we was shooting a video for Control. And,
the hating ass nigga. Yeah, we were shooting a video for Control, and I really went behind the bar and poured some liquor. and the nigga who was letting us use the spot got hot. Yeah, these niggas shut the video down.
Yeah,
I'm outside and it went through like two people, and I got a phone call, and he's still drinking the drink.
Hey, but the crazy part about
Keon, you always gotta.
The security guard is the one who snitched. He didn't even say, "Hey guys, you can't drink in here." He called the boss right away. He's like, "Man, I think they drinking right here. They partying like they just chilling."
I was in the moment,
I was like,
man. That
wow.
was a sexy ass video, bitch rubbing my beard. I'm like, hold on, baby, you
was in the moment.
Yeah. We could really get some fire control.
However, you said, damn, that was the first time I ever seen Jay really upset.
Yeah, that nigga got mad. This nigga Keon always gotta break a rule, man.
Wait. Did you pour that shit back in the bottle?
No, he wanted to. He probably would have tried.
I might have tried.
Like,
we didn't get caught.
They were just in their own bubble. Like, I mean, you got to be in the moment when you're shooting a video. You got to capture that moment. But he was just like, it was almost like, you know how you cross arms and you guys take shots? It was like, they was like this. And like, I was like, damn, nobody else is here. He just pouring drinks. He a bartender at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
I paid for that motherfucker. We was written the spot. Shit.
So, out of all the records on the album, what was your most favorite to create?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you start that.
Starting
from the production, TG. Like, let me ask you that.
Oh, okay. From the production. I love the intro. I felt. Did I tell that story? I think I did tell. I don't know. I think it was probably in the studio. But so when I made the intro last night, that one I just had like a really good feeling about it. it wasn't anything necessarily with the production. I mean, there's some crazy stuff just working with like different music players and stuff. But for me, it was the intro because I probably tried like 3 times to make a beat for the intro. Obviously, I know the project needs an intro. It needs to be fire. It needs to set the tone because I knew how fire the rest of the project was already. So I made 3 different beats. This one was the last one, and I was super excited for it, and I just felt it. I felt something in my spirit that was like, no, like that's the one. So fast forward now to the studio session. We invited Ryan to come and like kind of give his input for it, and there we pulled that beat up first because I felt the best about that. They record to it. It doesn't work out for some reason. Maybe like I don't know, like 5-10 minutes, and they're both over it, and they want to go to the next beat. So I'm like, oh damn, I guess that just like crushed my feelings because I was like, damn, I guess that wasn't the one. I don't know what I was, it it humbled me because it was like that shows how
This nigga
much
had the
I
wizard
know.
on height.
Like it
Bro,
wasn't.
No, but you saw.
I
It's
ain't
not
never-
I'm not writing the song, so but it humbled me to let me know like okay, it's not just me, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it come back like 30 minutes later.
But I think
It-
before we put up the other beat, I said, hold on, let me try one thing. And then we ended up re-recording it to last night.
I still wasn't sure about it because I knew that it was a fail like in the beginning. But yeah, when he said it, I was like, all right, let's try it again. And then it didn't even take that long. That second time, like like the idea that he had when he's like kicked off the song the second time, it was like a spark, and I think we all felt it, and it just like came quick. It was just like
Clockwork.
probably like 10-15 minutes, like the whole song was done, and Ryan was like, let me do some stuff, and
Sing
he's all
behind it, yeah.
singing all over the place in the
Shout
back,
out
like
Ryan Reigns.
yeah, like he was crazy. So with that story, that's probably my best experience. I really love that or that experience making that song. Mood is another one that really came together like that. That
I
almost
remember that session.
Yeah,
it
Niggas
almost
was
didn't
walking out
happen.
the studio
If I-
during that session.
if I had to pick one, I would say Mood 2. And not even because like Mood is like one of my favorites or not saying that or nothing. It's just the process of it. I couldn't believe how we made that song. Like I was playing 2K with this nigga. Like
Mr. Character.
Here was Chris
like bro,
Bosh.
oh god, like I don't
Shout out to Pure.
bro, I don't even know how like that happened. Like I'm playing 2K with Pure and I hear the beat in the background. I'm like, oh, it's kind of dope. Like, speed it up a little bit to make it like West Coasty. I don't even know how TG be understanding when I say when I say shit like that. But I'm like, yeah, speed it up, make it West Coasty. Put a little bounce into it, pause, and then like literally the song just like came. And then I remember we was all in the studio. And I don't know who came up with the Lucy Pearl idea. I think it was Jay.
It was yeah.
I think it was
It
Jay.
do sound like something I would do.
No, I didn't want to say it. I mean, I didn't want to try to like take credit for it, but I was just like, yeah, I remember coming up with something. I don't know if you guys took into it at first, but I know I was thinking it, and then it became.
But yeah, that song it literally was the quickest one to make. Like literally within like probably like 10 minutes we had the whole like joint, and that's how you kind of know when the record is like a special joint.
What about you, Jay?
I would have to say Mood, but I also like I mean I like the ones that I wasn't even there on when I first heard them and how they just like had an effect on me. I mean I love FDA, like I just do it. Just when I like when I hear a song and I can just see a video. No, it don't have to be the white boy. But
Yeah, bro,
You gotta give it some context.
Bro, trying to give me a treatment for one of the craziest video ideas.
No, I just feel like FDA is such a. I mean, yeah, it's about the inner LA area, and you're right about that. But I also feel like it's gonna hit people around the world. Like I remember people in Japan, I think it was Glasses showing us that they were just rapping his songs and rapping other rap songs. I just think like that's gonna have that effect everywhere across the world, including skaters and different people, because it's got that bounce.
That shit a banger, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? You ain't say yours.
Me, honestly, I got two. Mood, and then my second one is crazy.
as far as like as far as
The
creating it or just like
creating it, like
enjoying it.
the vibe we had in that studio. Because remember, it was at the
The
Atlantic studio, wasn't it?
no, it's the one with with
Uh,
Death Row.
Oh yeah, it
I mean, not
was.
just fucking.
Wait, nah, which one?
no.
Um,
Yeah. Dang. Where was the studio at? It's
Rap
by
a Lot-
Pierre's
Rap-
house. It's in
it was
NoHo.
it was in the Rap a Lot studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we, the vibe in there was crazy. And then TG came up with the beat, like with that sax is what killed it.
Shout out to Rap a Lot. Man.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
mad
gang.
love.
That's gang. Yeah, I don't even know if
didn't-
many people know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because when T first played the beat, same to what you were saying, the beat sounded so perfect, and that was one of them beats that I wanted to sit with for a little bit because I didn't want to let the producer down. I'm like, this beat, it sounds more than just like some shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
it sounds more than,
Yeah.
than a song. Like, I need to really sit with this and see how I'm going to attack it. So after that session, I sat with the beat for like 2 days, and then I came up like with the concept and made it flow and everything, and reapproached it like seriously because
Yeah,
it sounded like a serious song that needed something of
Yeah, because
substance on
I just remember walking out the room, taking the car, come back in. I hear crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this is it. And then when I hear the sax, I'm like, dang, that shit crazy. But TG, you
Pun
went and got
intended.
somebody to play the sax for real, like at the end, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, you were networked. You really the plug for it. But yeah, it's the homie Josh from Long Beach. And yeah, I think we had a show with Kaylin
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Long
that was the
Beach,
show.
Cal State Long Beach, and you had plugged with the sax player. Yeah, no, he's dope. He killed it. Is that the only song that you didn't write in the studio? Like, a majority of it didn't write in the
Let
studio?
me look. Yeah, that is the only one. Yeah, that's the only one that I heard a beat and I took the beat home with me and did homework. Every other
Yeah.
thing was right on the spot.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree collectively that we could we could name our favorite songs, but man, I think all of these songs bang.
It's
Bro.
it's a it's
Pause.
a it's a crazy album start to finish, and that's
It's
what everybody
crazy.
keeps saying, and that's the best like compliment to get from listeners. I know as a listener, the best compliment I give an artist, because I will listen to one song for days. The best compliment I give an artist is when I take it off single repeat and put the album on repeat. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
dope to hear people say that shit for real. My favorite song is still probably "Work with Me" right now.
No. Listen, I do like it, and actually, one time I don't know if you called me or you called me, but I was actually listening to it, and I do like it. It was just the whole joke about the thing.
Yeah, that killed it
It
for
just
us.
kind of it just kind of like made me laugh, and I just want to skip that half a second and then listen to the song. But the song is nice. It is dope for real.
Yeah, I think that's, to me, that's one of like my personal best for like best written like songs or songs that I wrote. I feel like
I like off and on too, man. I don't know why. I just do. Like it's what you say, how you say it. Like, you
yeah,
know
the
what I'm
cadence
saying?
on that motherfucker crazy.
It's
With the little
crazy.
high
And then
pitch shit,
and then Jason comes in and it's like a real verse. His verse on there, like it wasn't like how he normally raps on the other songs. It kind of, he came in like, you know how Tupac, when it was like it's checkout time, and it was like, and Big Psych was like, nigga, where my shoes? Where my shoes? So like it was like a real scenery, like when it's the way he really like kind of speaks to somebody when he did that verse. So I was just like,
Yeah, he's really talking on there,
yeah,
like,
he's
for sure. Sound
talking
like a
to the
conversation.
person instead of rapping. He was just like talking on the record, and I
Yeah.
like that.
What
We
I
can't
like,
forget about. Oh my
no,
bad.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, yeah, what I like about Jason's part on the album as a whole is that it's refreshing and it's a good like break from, I guess, from Keon's voice or just singing in general. Because I think, yeah, Over It is before that too, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, you have them featured on it. Obviously, you have Reason and Zakari before that too. But I think it's just, I don't know. It felt like a dope, like refreshing thing because he's like really rapping.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's not hitting any notes, so it's a good like break from the singing.
For
Shout out
me, I
Jason
think
Cash.
my bad for interrupting,
No,
but
you good.
I feel like Oceans, like that's one of them records that set the beginning tone of the album to me. Like that's really like okay,
Yeah.
they
I feel like we expected that going into the album or since the first time we made it for real. So a lot of times when we talking about standouts or best songs, we just forget it because we been knew that was a banger.
Right.
But yeah, no, Oceans is crazy. Control's
But-
crazy. Ocean's crazy. That whole shit crazy.
The whole shit crazy. But I think over it too. I like the different perspectives.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
that
the night
seemed
that
like
was
a fan
made.
favorite right now.
That
I've
was
gotten
crazy.
so many. I got so many people hitting
Shout
me
out
up
to
on-
Leah Rice too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Ryan Reyes.
And Ryan Reyes.
But for just even the clip that was released, it was just like a lot of feedback came back. Shout out to everybody who looked at that clip. Go check it out. I'm breaking a fight between him and his baby
Nigga made
mama.
Shout out to
acting
my
debut.
shout out to my cameo.
Shout
Check
out
me
to
out.
myself.
Shout out
Shout out to me and only me.
Shout out to Panama Jones for letting us use the alley. No.
Hey, no, but I read that bitch, man. I read that bitch for filth in that motherfucker. I said some shit that I know every fucking nigga can relate to. Some shit that I've been wanting to say to a motherfucker.
Had
No,
to be.
Put everything
Yeah.
on record.
I was gonna say like there's a lot of people that like say yeah man like kind of like niggas was like yeah
Nigga,
like
nigga got a whole baby through
Yeah.
it.
and one of my niggas from Ohio, he was like, damn man, he was like, I've been wanting to say this shit to this bitch for a long time.
Bro.
He's like, all I gotta do is play the music, bro.
Bro, I was so upset. Like, and I started with the sending you a 4-page letter like Aaliyah shit, and just went in. I
You
was
finna
so-
have every nigga get into an argument with they girl like what you
I mean,
Riddle
I'm
me that,
not gonna
bitch.
say good, but they
Some-
need to know the truth,
yeah,
man.
No, like you gotta stop sugarcoating some shit sometimes and just say some shit.
Yeah.
Because this is the domino effect, and this is psychologically you did the right thing for men, because this is why men don't want, like people say, men don't want love, men want respect, and that's the show. That's how you show love to men. Women want just the love shit, but like the way that you say it, you will be respected, like how you want to be respected, because you're giving her honesty.
Yeah.
And she could never say that you never was honest to her, and that's
Yeah.
being honest to her.
I said that from a place of like, I'm never talking to this motherfucker again, so I don't give a fuck. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
don't give a fuck. How
What's
I
that
said.
line you said in it? She lack intelligence.
Oh yes, I said I communicate too well to ever argue with a bitch with no emotional intelligence to speak up when she pissed, but she harbor all the feelings and it turn one little issue to a big ass problem every day you on your mission.
Facts.
Women
Yeah.
hate that when they say, "Are
That's
you tripping?"
facts.
'Cause
Yeah.
But yeah, you, like dealing with a motherfucker that like expects you to read them all the time or expects you as they man to know how they feelings. Like, granted, like a good nigga is going to know how you feeling, but you are a bad partner if you expect them to handle that or to know how the fuck you feel all the time.
Right.
gonna be
They're not
times where
mind readers.
It's gonna be times where I can't read you. I can know what's up, and it's gonna be times where no, you need to speak the fuck up and say what it is before down the line 2-3 weeks from now it turns to a different issue or the issue shows itself in a different way. You
Yeah,
feel me?
and
Then
they
that
held
just
it in
makes
too long, and then it blows
makes
up.
a bigger issue.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
instead of just telling me I'm upset because of how you handled this situation, you flipping out because it's a dish in the sink or something stupid. Then as a man, I think like this to always fucking trip over a dish. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
speak up
You get
early
mad
and
'cause she get
often.
mad, and then y'all both pissed.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna understand where you coming from
Yeah.
if you really upset from something that happened 3 weeks ago and it shows itself in something else, and you try to tell me, you feel me? And then when you try to bring up what you was really mad about 3 weeks ago, it makes it seem like, oh, you just bringing up something because I have an issue now. So
Right.
it's less respected now because it seems like you don't want to be in trouble or you don't want to be the fault for something. So you going back to some old shit. But yeah.
Nigga fuck around, got a whole baby through his ass.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, man, shout out to that baby.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever like fully told the story
Shout
behind
out to
over it.
TZ.
But no, yeah, I was dealing with a chick at the time, and this was like during the prime of like you were in my dream or whatever. So some shit was happening where we was in the studio sometimes to like 7 fucking o'clock in the morning or whatever. So dead ass, it's like 7-8 p.m. and I'm about to just take a nap in my car because we got a studio session in like a couple hours.
Mm.
And then the girl I was dating, she asked me if I could pick her up from work and take her home. I didn't want to fucking do this shit, but I'm like, whatever, I'm a do it because
That's selfish, but okay.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm on the, I'm on the brink of some life changing shit, whatever. I'm gonna pick you up. And she was like, oh, also, can you drop off my friend? She's with me in LA traffic at 7 p.m. I said, absolutely not. I said, absolutely not. I was like, nah, there's no way I'm sitting in traffic for 2 hours.
You give them an inch, they take a mile.
To take
bro.
both y'all home. I said, nah, I can't do that.
They try to take a mile, you get in the Uber.
Bro, and that's exactly, I said, I'll pay for the Uber, but nah, I can't come pick y'all up. And so she's like, it's only 2 exits away. And I'm like, I've been in the studio all day and I got to be up in the studio till 7 in the morning and get up and go straight to work because I was working at that time. Motherfucker got mad and ignored me. I was like, all right, I got something for your ass.
Man,
I got something for your ass in studio.
Load up the beat. Load up the beat.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, what's dope is, or what I like about releasing the content or finally putting out the music, is seeing that the same reaction that we're getting right now for that song is exactly what we thought that it would be in the studio. And that doesn't happen necessarily every time, but it's dope when it happens, or like when it clicks. Because when Leah was doing her verse and when he did his second verse, like we just knew that it was going to be like that kind of thing, and people were going to pick sides. So it's dope to see that now.
And it's crazy because at that very moment, we was in there, we was collaborating and giving our feedbacks and stuff, and we was like, okay, the Leah part was gonna come in, and then when Leah came in, I was like, hold on, man, you doing this shit too good, man.
Hey, I don't know if y'all remember, but before Leah went in the studio, because like after we played my part in this shit, Ryan said, before Leah went in the studio, she like got up, walked past me, and said, "Nigga."
No, I don't remember that.
I was like, oh, I must have said some shit. I was like, well, good, because she about to say some shit now.
Because she was actually leaving the studio. She was walking out, and I think your voice was playing. And then, like, right after Ron shit, she was walking out singing, fuck you and your niggas. Everybody looked at her like, damn, that's how you feel? That's how you feel?
Leah Lightweight had her own verse already written in her mind.
God,
we just kind of curated with her, but she hurt some niggas' feelings. Shout out Leah Rice.
Yeah,
get under that skin when you get under there.
She won't take it.
That's fire. That's fire. My bad. I was just reading some comments right now that were coming through. We get to that later though. Let's see. So
Industry,
yeah. We're gonna move on to that. Yeah, we already been here. How long? We 32 minutes in. Yeah. Let's see. 2 things that's popular that's going on in the industry right now. One of them is this Lori Harvey thing, and she got a new boo. So
new boo at 2.
yeah, is it a coincidence, or is it some industry plant stuff?
She planning. She in her Kardashian bag. I don't mind it though. Get your chili.
I think it's a mixture of that, and I think it's a mixture of there's those type of people that just need to be with someone.
I feel she got them Hendrix traits, bro. She just, I don't know.
What you mean?
The what?
Nigga, them future Hendrix traits, bro. Nah, I don't.
So wait, so hold on. Let me ask you, as a person that is not famous, when you get,
why you have to say it like that?
Let me just ask you, as a person who ain't shit.
No.
Damn,
Let me just ask
Since
you, as
you're
a
the
fuck
only-
nigga.
Let me give you the
Hold on, wait.
Since you're the only one that can answer
Leah,
from
I
that
need you to walk by.
perspective.
Say, excuse me.
Since you the most not popping nigga on the podcast.
Since you one of the ain't shit niggas.
Hold on, no, that's not, bro. That's not what I meant. Let me finish the question. No, I'm saying because I wanted to preface it. So let me ask you, because she is famous as a person that's not famous, right?
Yeah.
When you are dealing with somebody or involved with somebody and y'all done, like, how long does it take you to move into your next situation?
Me personally,
Yeah,
take a cool little minute, because I still gotta think about where did I go wrong in that situation. Because most people,
he is an R&B nigga. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. Nah. Honestly, I feel like most people, when they break,
even
up
if
with
it's just a
somebody,
fling, bro. Even if it's just like some little shit.
that Michael B. Jordan shit wasn't no fling though.
How you know? Because they was public.
How-
this-
how
this
long
what I
were they
everything's
together for?
magnified.
This what I think. That is what I'm saying.
Oh,
This,
okay.
I honestly think that they probably just be fucking, and then they probably just be like, you know what, it's beneficial career wise for both of us to go public with this
Right,
shit. When it's
right.
dead, it's
Right.
dead. Like the motherfuckers is multi-millionaires. They don't
Fuck
give.
it.
Yeah, like I'll pop out with another
all
nigga.
right, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I
don't
mean,
know.
if I'm fucking on something and this shit dead, if it end, nigga, I got some other shit lined up. Like, yeah, no.
I mean, sorry to bring up my nigga, but it's like Kanye, bro. He got married again. He's married today.
Nah, I don't
Kanye
think
in that
that's real.
phase.
Nah, I
Kanye
don't
in
think
that phase. Kanye in that
He
He
phase.
got married again.
I don't know
bro.
what's going on.
You know, so
Bro,
let me
you
ask you
gotta
this.
point
They said it wasn't real though.
It might not be. I don't know. It's
Man,
reported that
real.
he's married. But let me ask you this though. As a man, and this is to every single person. As a man, have you ever been in a phase where you missed a woman and you kind of didn't know it yet? So you end up with like a streak of women that look and act exactly like her, or
Yeah,
like
'cause
knock
it's, it's a type.
You
You
mi-
a little
type,
face.
yeah.
he missed
It's a
the fuck.
phase.
You can tell. I'd have been there. He missed the fuck out of Kim, bro, and he
Tubbs
keep
been
getting
stuck
he
in
keep
that
getting like
phase
Diet
his
Kim.
his
Dog,
whole
get the
life.
fuck
I
out.
remember-
Hey, you've been stuck in that
Oh
phase
my
the whole
God.
life. I think that
Dog,
they're
I
all the
missed-
same person.
I missed this chick one time, and I really didn't even know it. Like I thought I was over the situation. We ended dating, and like nigga, 18 girls later, my homies was like, "Bro, you got a type." I was like, "Man, I ain't got no damn type." I'm arguing down, I don't got a type. And then one day, my iPhone made like a little photo memory,
Oh shit.
A
and
collage.
a collage of one person. They thought
Yeah.
it was one person. It was like the last 6 girls I dated. It was like I was like, "Oh shit!"
But
I've
you
been
wanna
trying
know
to
what's-
get diet.
You wanna know
Yeah.
what's crazy though? When I was reading that article, it said it was like one of the chicks that designed the Yeezy shoe was actually one of the designers.
No,
I
is
feel-
the design.
It is the design. Nigga, that was a business move. He like, yeah, I'm about to Adidas, I'm about to take this bitch.
See, that show you as a man, you don't
But
ever
all
need to work
marriages-
on that show you as a man, you don't ever need to work on mental health. As long as you got a bag,
you
you gonna have a bitch.
right. No,
I don't
you're
ever
right,
need-
you're right.
I don't ever need to
Right.
work on mental health or emotional intelligence, nigga. As long as I got a bag, I'm gonna have a
But
bitch.
every marriage, in a sense, is a business. So he just got bigger business. Shit, I don't.
Is
knock
your
it.
marriage a business?
it becomes that way, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. You don't
I did
go
not expect that.
you don't go into it like thinking that, but no, it
I
does
mean,
because you're
that
making.
wasn't no saying it in a negative way. That was listen, because let's say he gets with his girl and they get married. His credit score 450, but hers is 8. Like
We just had this talk too the other day, and
I'm
she
just-
told me straight out of her own fucking mouth. She like, I feel like it's an investment.
Every
Yeah,
relationship,
yeah,
is,
yeah, for
every
sure.
relationship
It's
is
a
either an
business.
investment or a bill. Too
What,
bad I'm attracted
marriage?
to bitches that's
Marriage
bills.
is an investment
Oh
because
yeah, yeah.
it's now like he said, the credit score thing, or even just taking 2 incomes and making it one.
Right. Yeah.
I need to shut up during this moment. I think I got a bunch of independent contractors.
That should be
shit.
bills. Depending on the type of bitches you like. You look like a type of nigga that like bills instead of investments. I like bills. I just be attracted
No,
to them.
I like investments. I just
Investments be boring bitches.
No, investments. Investments is just having.
I-
I mean, having the faith that
Have you ever had a bill and not realize you had a bill?
Nah, I know what my bitches be.
how you not know when a bill's there?
I feel like as a man, sometimes
Some niggas don't
sometimes
know.
you grow
Some
into
niggas-
learning,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not stupid. I know my type. I'm not naive. I know it ain't the healthiest bitches to be with. Them bitches be bad though.
Oh, you mean in that sense?
Yeah, like,
okay, yeah.
you know
I like
when a
bills.
bitch ain't good
I like
for you.
bills.
Yeah, you know when a
Destiny
bitch ain't good
Child,
for you.
nigga. Bills.
Man,
You know when a flat stomach, fat ass, riding
Yeah.
a dick crazy bitch ain't
Man,
good, but
I told
I
this
can't
girl-
let the bitch go.
This girl walked away from me in the bar, man. I told her, I was like, look, bro, I'm glad you look better without makeup. And she took that as an offense. And I was like, nah, I'm the type of person, if I can't wake up to you and be happy.
But was you fucking with her? Was you involved with her?
No,
So why would you say that to?
because we was talking about, you know how you get in that conversation with somebody who's your friend.
Like, why aren't we more serious?
Yeah, why aren't we more serious? And you get to talking about it, and I'm like, and then she actually showed up with no makeup. I'm like, I like you without makeup. Like, this is my favorite part about you.
You don't
Like-
think you don't understand why she'd be mad at that?
No, man, because they I can't say
How
it,
mad
man.
would
She gonna
you
get mad at
be
me
if
right
a
now.
woman that you not fucking with was just like, ugh, I don't like niggas that wear backwards hats, or I don't like niggas that's not 6'3"? You feel me? Like
Yeah, it's
unprovoked. You don't understand why that would irritate somebody?
nah, because I'm be like, well, at least you don't have to deal with just me. You got like 7 niggas.
Exactly, right? But you gotta understand that women be way more sassier. The response to that is gonna be way more negative. Like I would be if a bitch tell me that she wouldn't want to fuck me because of something that I had never thought of fucking her. It's like, why are you telling me that shit?
Yeah, well, it's just about sometimes I'm cutthroat honest, and sometimes it makes somebody walk away.
Yeah, especially women, bro. Like you gotta lie to them all the time. That's why they like me.
I guess.
That's why our album booming, nigga.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Boomer Sison. He said, I'm him.
That's why our album booming, nigga. I'm really the nigga behind them lyrics.
I wasn't gonna mention any comments that we were getting, but this one's hella funny. Somebody just came in and said, "Hey, you got Denzel in the combo?"
Oh,
Yo,
man.
bro, this nigga,
Who is that?
This nigga Tubbz nicknamed himself after another nigga.
Hey man.
What?
After an old nigga.
Denzel, let me ask you this. What's your favorite Denzel Washington movie?
Training Day.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Training Day was one of the craziest
Nah,
movies I ever saw.
I mean, I think it is one of his greatest, but I don't like the fact that that's when he first started winning awards. I'm like, man, he should have won an award a long time ago.
Training Day put him into some other shit though. Like as far as like first time watching a movie, that was one of my like craziest first time experience of watching something. That and Get Out. But Get Out, I heard people talk about it a little bit before, so I kind of knew what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
But those two movies, as far as my first time watching, I was like, oh shit. You feel me?
But even the younger Denzel, what was that one? Is the Mongolian?
The
No.
outside of
Man
Training
on
Day,
Fire was dope too.
outside of Training Day, my favorite one, I think it's called Out of Time.
When he was smashing
Nah, that shit was cool. That shit was crazy.
Sanaa Lathan?
Yeah,
He was smacking.
that shit was crazy.
No,
cuz.
it's the prehistoric one.
Wait,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
You
Oh,
talking about
he was-
Malcolm X?
He was smacking old girl too.
He was sitting
they
there
was
fucking all the
smacking
bitches.
shit.
Yeah,
On the side.
the one with what's her name, Rosie?
don't know.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah.
out of time, man. He was fucking Superman, bitch.
Equalizer, I was kind of over it by then, but
I mean, of course, I love the American.
Gangster.
It was the Manchurian Candidate.
I never
Man,
got through
He should have won an
American
award for
Gangster.
that. The Manchurian Candidate.
American Gangster was pretty dope.
I never got through it. I always fall asleep. I think like 3 hours or something.
That shit like 2.
John Q was fired too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
John
John
Q was
Q,
crazy.
yeah.
John Q was
He
crazy.
wait, he didn't win an award for that one, or he did?
I don't fucking know.
You never saw that one?
It's a lot of Denzel movies I ain't seen.
Try watching the Manchurian Candidate. That movie right there was like the beginning of all that. The way he acted.
It'd be
in all
hard
those
to watch
movies.
older movies for me because nigga, the film and all that shit look different. That shit be hard.
This nigga say it ain't got enough green screen.
It don't. That shit. I need to find some shit blow up. Man. That shit was crazy.
Man, what else is going on in this?
Dre, right? Just
Oh, yeah.
selling his
Catalog.
How do y'all all feel about artists selling their catalog?
I think it depends. I was thinking about it earlier. I like if I was Dre, I would do it because so the math behind it is he's 57. This is what I was thinking about.
Okay.
He's 57 years old, and it says that his music catalog right now, the songs that he decided to sell, the ones that's in this like agreement,
They cancel out at 80.
it generates $10 million a year.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to take 25 years to generate
The money that he sold it for.
Yeah.
Okay.
By that age,
He should already had like 3 or 4.
But I mean,
more
how do you
bags.
explain Justin Bieber's selling his? Because he's got his up for stake right now too. He's
Thought he
selling.
already sold it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he already. sold
Justin
it,
Bieber
so-
also gonna make more music, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timberland sold his catalog.
NBA YoungBoy sold his,
Future.
and that nigga, young as hell. Yeah, a lot of and Wayne sold his. Like a lot of them just gonna make more music, and also like people like Wayne who knows how much of that he'll see without selling it. Like his kids and shit will touch it, but yeah,
I think it just depends. I mean, a lot of times people want to make moves too to venture off and do other business ventures that won't necessarily affect the money that that they have right now.
Right.
Starting to come up. something crazy like that, you can start investing in other things, or maybe that's just your like retirement. Like I said, if Drake's 57, you know,
I mean, it's like a
He
life
also just got a divorce. He probably got some
no,
shit
but
to pay.
it's like what Drake said. I think Drake said in that new album with 21, he said that he said people back in the hood they're ignorant because they was asking why you gonna make a pop album. Yeah, why you make a techno album? And he said it was basically like a life insurance, like a life insurance plan, and that was it. Like he did that album strictly for just like a stack of cheese, and then like use it for whatever you use it for. I think people are selling their music for that because, like you say, they can make more music. They can come back to it.
Yeah, people love to be like, man, hold on to this, don't sign that dude, don't man, do what the fuck is best for you. If
Right.
selling some shit is
It's
best
better
for you,
than
it's
getting
cool.
killed and them taking your music.
Damn,
Like
that got dark.
Like as soon as Michael Jackson died, it's like they used him and the songs he wrote for the Beatles like on a big commercial, and it played forever. Like
Then they lied like Michael Jackson sung a hook for Drake. That was not Mike.
right.
I don't know who that was. This nigga gotta get a snack break.
This nigga just got up in the middle of nothing.
Hey man, don't ever ask to be on
when
the
this
pod
nigga
again,
got
bro.
the runs, he runs.
Bro, don't-
Damn. This nigga got up like he had diarrhea point two.
He didn't say nothing
Hey,
to
this-
nobody.
This nigga had.
What was
Step
that?
in. I'm gonna
This
step
nigga,
in.
but, hey,
I'm gonna step
this
in.
nigga, this nigga had.
I felt the weight of the couch lift.
I was like, where this nigga going? We ain't finished yet.
I almost said, what?
Hey, I just saw this big ass shadow and the whole cushion lifted up like I started leaning. Had to move the mic.
It was an eclipse momentarily. Yeah, no, this nigga never been on the
man.
pod again.
What
Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh,
He
he
can't,
back.
no,
He
he
back.
can't
We
get
got.
back
Did
in.
you
No,
wash
he
your
can't get
hands?
back in. You
Nigga,
stay.
damn,
No,
that
you
was
didn't, bro. We didn't. You wasn't even in there long enough. Don't even, bro. You wasn't even in there, bro. You wet. Your hands is dry right now. What'd you dry? Hey, what'd you dry your hands on? Not the towel that I dry.
Oh, this nigga pissed all over his hands.
Bubble gut ass nigga.
All right.
Your hands don't look washed.
All
With
right,
what?
man.
With soap?
Hey,
All right.
but
And
if
water?
you come back over here, you break this mic down when we're done, okay?
You gotta do 10 push-ups.
Nah, you.
Nothing. I was just fucking with
Damn.
you. Bro, you got up in the middle of a
Yeah,
recording,
dog.
fool.
Nigga, he told me it was cool.
Oh, so he your daddy
What?
now?
so you
Whatever that
texted
nigga
him in the middle.
What?
Of,
Oh,
Oh,
God.
he banging on you now, cuz. That's
Damn.
crazy. That's crazy, homie. Yeah, that's crazy. Homie. All right, well, shit, go ahead, man.
All right, yeah. Let's go, Tubbz. Oh, damn. This nigga feel offended now.
It's all good. No, it's all
Yeah.
good.
Bro, rotate.
Okay.
Sit the fuck back down, bro.
Yeah, come on. We got to finish.
Look,
Want a nigga to. Y'all nigga want a nigga to use it on himself and shit.
Bro, you a grown
I
man.
know. Talk about using on itself,
You
bro.
a grown
You need it
fucking man.
depends.
I don't need no fuck. Man, that's how for me like that.
You still be peeing in the bed, bro?
Who do that? Nah, nigga, y'all
This nigga
niggas
said,
like,
y'all want me to use it
You
on
missed-
myself.
hey, nigga.
This nigga
Hey, look.
got no.
Y'all niggas not about to have niggas.
Y'all want me to use it on myself.
What do you mean fire you in the comments? We're firing you right here.
Why is it 3 against 1? See, this is the problem we always
Bro.
have in the studio.
Oh
it ain't,
man, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yo,
No.
Rest of your big bureaucratic ass.
Oh
I'm
god,
gonna
see,
use
you
it.
know what I mean? I ain't even say nothing, but
I'm gonna use it on myself. All right, man. Anyway.
Anyways.
Perfect transition to the next segment. Let's get into some of these comments. So before we started today, we asked a few fans to send in, some requests or questions, comments, whatever they wanted to add. So we got a few, I think, on Twitter, Instagram, And wait, hold up. We got on Facebook. Before we get into the questions, Ari on Facebook said came across his music Untitled.
Nice.
I love
Yeah.
this guy's music so much.
Nice.
For
Thank
sure,
you,
for
Ari. We
sure.
love you
Shout
too.
out. Shout out to
For
Ari.
real.
Appreciate that.
Yes,
For real.
sir.
Appreciate that. Cool. You had some on.
Yeah. Pull them up. I'm gonna hand you the phone so you can read it for content purposes. You oh
You
shit.
said
No, I
Never
got
mind.
you.
This nigga can't read actually. Where's this shit at? We can start with the ones on Insta first because I can't find the one on Twitter.
Mhm.
You got it.
There you go.
So this is the first question from Instagram. This is by Fly Monkey Whoa. Shout out to Fly Monkey Whoa. Can you palm a basketball? Obviously, these are all questions for Keon.
I can ball my basketball shit.
You can. I can't.
Oh,
It's a weird question, but I can sometimes pause. It depends on the ball. Like that was my kind of one of my weaknesses when playing basketball. I couldn't really palm it. That's how I
so
started
you
like
had to jump
dunking
higher.
a lot of shit. Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
like jump and like controlling and shit like
You
that.
just
Depending
dunked
on
recently, didn't you?
yeah, I did. I'm back, baby. I couldn't have the last time I played. I couldn't have that memory in my head of me snapping my leg, so I had to get back cool and go out there and dunk and just walk off on my own terms. So, but yeah, I can palm a basketball sometimes.
We're good looking out, Fly Monkey Wall. All right, this is from It's Amanda Hyde. Do you use a muse or let the music come to you?
I do both. Anything that I rap about, write about, sing about, it's actually happened to me, so it's coming from a genuine place. And I feel like people like the music and appreciate the music because they can feel that. Um, anytime we make a song, like when we had to redo the references or whatever and re-record the song, I would mentally take myself back, like turn all the lights in the studio down, whatever, and mentally take myself back to the place and how I felt at the time. Shit. Sometimes I gotta pretend that the person that I'm talking about is right there. Sometimes if I need to nail a note or something like that, I don't think I've told anybody this, but T. Sometimes if I need to nail a note, I'll pretend I'm like at I'll pretend I'm like at a performance, like either at a BET performance or a Grammy Award performance, and I have to do well because if I don't, that shit's live and it's gonna fuck up.
Right.
So when we really need notes, sometimes I'll pretend to do that or
Do you
pretend.
to do that? Is anybody in the audience?
Yeah, I pretend to be in front of Beyonce.
I knew he was gonna say Beyonce.
I pretend B is right there, and I don't want B to go home and be talking to her like, "Ooh, what the hell, that nigga." So yeah, when I need to nail some shit, I take myself to places. But every single thing that I've talked about or sung about has actually happened. So yeah.
I think that's dope too. Like you said, there's some authenticity to that, and I think fans they see it.
Yeah.
And you can always tell when it's somebody that just has songs like you right.
I'm curious to know because I don't know if you do this, but I know sometimes when I write music, I don't just use personal experiences. Like when I talk to my friends about certain things, I may use their experience because that's something that it's a relatable thing. Do you do the same thing sometimes?
For lines, for sure. For lines, I'll pull like close experience from things that my homies went through, even if it's not like relationship things, some things that my family members or cousins or whatever may have been going through. For lines, yeah, sometimes some of that shit will inspire me to write whole songs, but for the most part, most of my songs are shit that happened to me. But I for sure pull from people close to me for lines.
I personally, I have to, like, we do as songwriters, we gotta envision ourselves. I think, what was that song Brooks sang was Won't Wait. Won't Wait. When I did Won't Wait, that was me cheating on my ex fiance, and I wrote the song as as if I was her feeling those feelings towards myself. And then Brooke killed it. Like
And
killed
not
it.
and not to like keep going back to this song specifically, but that's how I was like on Work on Me. Like I kind of like hold on.
Bro, I won't leave that damn song alone.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we about to get like 10 clips from this. But no, like I didn't even really have to. I'm gonna make that motherfucker boom.
How did you feel when you wrote
Huh? When I wrote what? Nah, but I really didn't even have to like write it. Like I was at a place where like you feel me, like I was involved with somebody for a long time, off and on, but it was at a point where I realized the shit would never really work. So it's just like I'm coming to the point of like accepting it. Then you start to think about all the reasons why it won't work. Then you start thinking about some of the things that you want. You start thinking about some of the habits that you picked up from fucking with the person, or some habits that you picked up from trying to get over the person. Like you feel me? You at a place where okay, this shit's not gonna work. So I gotta sit there and figure out why. But yeah, when I like heard that beat, like I didn't even really have to. The shit just came out. All I had to do was make the motherfucker rhyme.
Shout out to Work on Me. It's available now on all platforms.
No, Work on Me is awesome, bro. They're
Stream that
they're
motherfucker.
all awesome for real, for real. The only reason why I don't like as much the last song is because I know it's the last song, and of course I
I'm
can
not trying
repeat
to
the whole
convince you.
album.
It did
No. I'm talking about the actual last song.
last time.
No, I love the song. I'm saying the only thing I don't like about it is that it's the last song and there's no more songs. But
Oh.
shout out to the deluxe.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's because it's the last song.
yeah, I guess.
For, you know.
Okay, let's see. So we have our next question. This is from Instagram also. This is from Long Legs Live. Appreciate you, Long Legs Live. Who is your favorite R&B, rap, and neo soul artist?
Ooh, my favorite
Right now or
R&B,
ever?
huh?
I said right now or ever.
I think ever.
Ever,
Yeah.
ever. My favorite R&B artist ever is D'Angelo.
Oh yeah.
Is D'Angelo.
Yeah.
I think Brown Sugar, and I know Voodoo is probably like that'd be the shit that people going crazy over, but I think Brown Sugar is perfect album from like start to finish. Like everything, every single thing from the instrumentation to the singing to the notes. That's one of the most unflawed albums I've ever heard. So for sure, D'Angelo. Um, Rap, Andre 3000. Huge Outkast fan growing up, and that was kind of one of the reasons why I got into doing music when I was hella little, and I would just watch TV and see that nigga on the TV, and the bombs over Baghdad was all like colorful and shit. Video was all like colorful. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Started to grow an appreciation for music then, and then The Love Below is one of my favorite albums ever. And Neo Soul, it depends on what you classify as neo soul, because D'Angelo is kind of in neo soul, but if I have to go straight neo soul, I'm gonna go to Queen of Neo Soul with Erica Badu.
Got you.
I'm gonna be biased, and I don't even want to put it into like a little box, but my favorite neo soul now is this
Right, yeah.
nigga. Yeah.
Kind of already like the
I mean,
neo
I
soul.
hate to be like that, but I mean, this shit's dope, bro.
My
Shit's dope. And
favorite,
he knows
yeah.
I be picking shit apart. I'm a Virgo, bro. I like to pick shit apart and make dissect it, and that's why I don't be having too many friends. But fuck
My
it.
favorite neo soul artist right now is Steve Lacy. He dropped a R&B album that's kind of considered neo soul, but that shit fire. I can find the last one if you want.
For sure. How many more minutes do we have? Oh, okay.
Nigga,
I do want to
this
say one
nigga.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead. While you
Thank you to everybody who's been supporting from the beginning, and for the ones who aren't, do your research, man, for real, like because there's a lot of good music out there. Um, and when you listen to the new album, I want you to get your shovels and go dig into the older albums, the Contradiction, and You Were in My Dream, and all that, and check out all the stuff like really like where he really like is coming from, and then down to the growth till now. So you'll see why we're so proud, and while we're backing our nigga up for life.
Real shit, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. This is one from Twitter. This is from G Thang Babe. That's a dope name. G Thang Babe. She says, "How long have you been singing, and does it run in your family?"
Being honest, I just started singing like within the last 2-3 years.
I know people hate it when they hear that. Like, I just started 8 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna front. Like growing up, it was nothing I would openly, extremely share with people. But growing up, I always thought I could sing. Like, but I was never. But I was never like outside, like listen to me sing. But I would like sing. I'd be like, I could kind of sing. I could carry a note a little bit. And then I started rapping and then experimenting with like TG pause and like stretching like my vocals and stuff. And I would lay like on my rap songs, I would lay a lot of hooks that I would want somebody else to record. But then TG would contort my voice. So I'm like, well, I mean, it sounds cool. Like I'll just leave it like that.
So
Then
that's
that
how
just,
it all started.
yeah, that's how it started. Then it
Hey.
just turned into some whole other shit.
But go ahead. No,
I was gonna say I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was a little baby hater because me and TG. Listen, when I first met TG, we was doing like TV music, heavy, right? And I was just like, okay, when we done with this TV music, he gonna do my album. I get to rap and shit. And then every time I go in the studio, and then Ray would hype me up. He'd be like, man, Jay know how to rap or whatever. So I would go into the studio and then Key was there and he'd be in there rapping, and I'd be like, damn, man, like he done found a rapper, bro. And this nigga tight too. Like this motherfucker, hey, his raps is hard. Like, I would always tell TG, like, who is that? Like that nigga, yeah, that nigga's tight. And then when it switched over to singing, I'm like, damn, the saga continues, bro. I was like, I ain't gonna have a career at all. I was like, let me just play the background.
You want to know what's crazy? I think it was the first time we was in the studio by USC.
Mhm.
I think he had just recorded a Keon song, and then I was like, who is this? Because I'm always asking who it is, and then this nigga pull up the video. This nigga got
So all I had to sprinkle.
this nigga had to sprinkle with the ass cheeks. I'm like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
Hey, I was like,
This nigga thought it was a donut. Tubbz thought that was a sugar donut.
fuck out of here.
I was just like, who this nigga that gets? I want some sprinkles. This nigga John. I want some.
No, but the growth is real. Pause. Is you got to go back to Contra District at least to that because he was doing it before that.
It take a lot to have.
Not everybody saw the vision.
Yeah.
But it take a lot to. But listen though, some niggas. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some niggas could barely rap. Some niggas can't sing. But for a nigga to be able to transition and do both, you could turn that shit on and turn that shit off. Just like, you know what I'm saying?
Did a rap song 2 days ago.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I've been
Niggas
replaying
ain't heard
my
you
verse
rapping like 6
motherfucker.
months, and then 6 months, damn near almost 2 years, and now this nigga just come off with a verse just killing this shit.
Man, that's a big shout out to TG because he could, like I tell him the same analogy, man. You could see the Cadillac without the white walls and 150 spokes. You when the car broke down, you see that shit, and then West Coast Customs takes care of it when he gets on the board, man.
That's the wizard.
And it's just
It's
like,
Yeah, I don't know where that shit is.
Hey. He don't. We
but
don't
I
call
always
him the
tell you
wizard
that
for no
Cadillac
reason, my
reference
nigga.
though.
We don't call him the wizard for no reason.
For
bro.
real.
That nigga work magic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think this was dope. I love the vibe here. It was dope. Having fans send in the questions and stuff. I think that was really dope.
Oh, one more question.
Yeah.
Are you going to have something come for your favorite month, Valentine's month?
I got a show.
That's right.
I got a show. Yeah,
Putting together a show coming up.
yeah, I got a show.
Those who I've reached out to about this show, get at me. We're trying to put something big together and have this guy headline with or without. I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna throw a big thing, pause, and we're just gonna let that shit rock.
It's going up, baby.
Yep.
Yeah. Show at the end of February.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so stay tuned. This is episode 2. We're trying to make it more frequent. We don't really have the schedule yet. But yeah, no, this was cool. So we're gonna keep it going. Keep it going, so stay tuned.
Thanks for tuning in to the DM.
Yes, sir.
Deuces.